My name is Ali Hussainy. I grew up in Southern California and now operate one of the largest sport fishing websites in the world.
Just another day at the office?
My office, not yours.
I'm Rush Maltz.
Gotcha, what you seeing?
Florida Keys native and career fishing guide for the past 20 years.
Fish, when I come out to California, you can let me catch all the 300-pound tuna.
Our passion is our profession, and we know there's more to fishing than just a catch.
There's a good mark right there. That's what I like to see.
He's not superstitious because that's bad luck. That's the one!
We explore the people, places, and species that make up the culture of fishing.
Look who it is, Rutchie.
Brandon, what's up, buddy?
Hi, guys.
How are you?
Good.
Brandon Nelson's a kid that I have watched for many, many years. He is one of a lot of kids that grew up on our website, BD Outdoors. Brandon knows how to catch fish. I think we might actually catch something today.
Oh, I'm glad because, I mean.
Been a little rough with me. He's a kid that had the passion from day one, no question. That passion was really fostered by his father.
No, it looks like we got a little break in the weather today.
A little bit, yeah, a little break in the weather. A little still unsettled here, springtime, typical. But this spring's been a little bit more windy than usual. Me and Ollie were talking about that. But definitely some fish around. Yellowtail, bluefin. Growing up, my dad has always had boats, so kind of always been on the water with him, but didn't really get into it until kind of the beginning of high school, really where the bug and the passion really hit me.
And Brandon loves to fish so much, he went all the way to college, got his diploma, and guess what he came back to? Fishing. He wants to be a professional captain, and the way he carries himself, the way he presents himself, he is well on his way. We're gonna go get some bait, and then we're gonna head down south, around the inner banks. I heard there was some yellowtail and kelps yesterday.
I met Brandon, gosh, it's probably been 6 years now when he first came down to the Keys. I could tell right away Brandon was a fishy dude. Like, I could tell talking to him, talking to his dad, they had experience on the water. You can just tell, you talk to people, some people are full of you know what, and you talk to other people and you can tell, wow, these people have actually traveled and they've seen things and done things.
Yeah, guys, so we're not gonna take a ton of bait today because we're gonna be fishing kelps. It's not like tuna fishing, we don't need a ton of chum, just a few pieces to get them lit up.
Yeah, you're just taking hook bait today then, basically.
Pretty much. We'll throw 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces on a kelp, see if it lights up. As much as fishing has changed here in Southern California, especially in the last 5 years since that crazy El Nino that knocked everything off of its axis, one thing that hasn't changed, or hasn't changed much, I'll say, has been our yellowtail fishery.
What do you need? Just that water temperature to come up a little bit? Or?
Yeah, like down here, man, it's cold, 61 degrees. I do believe when we were having those colder water years and we weren't seeing this bluefin, and before the El Nino, our yellowtail fishery on the beach was a lot more consistent. Hey Rush, we're just gonna box this area out. Usually where there's one kelp, you'll see more. So we're gonna make like a big 1 mile circle around it, see if we can't find another one.
All right, I'll keep my eyes peeled. I've been out here enough with Ali fishing on some of these different areas where I kind of know what I'm looking for now. I kind of know the program. When we got into the zone that we were kind of looking for, this little box where we wanted to work, this square. Well, there's the first kelp.
All right, Rush, let's give this one a try. None of these are huge, but sooner or later, one of them will pay off for us. We'll get a few yellows. Give it a go. Maybe this is the lucky one.
Should I flip a couple, 2, 3 freebies
Yeah,
out there?
3, 4, 5, Why don't you get a bait in the water? I'll throw some Popeyes out.
All right.
Typically we think of structure, we think of something that's stationary, right? It's a rock pile, it's a pier, it's a wreck. But in the terms of kelp paddy yellowtail fishing, the structure's mobile. And you don't know what you're gonna get, You pull up and it could be tuna, it could be dorado, it could be yellows, it could be everything. That piece of kelp is breaking off somewhere on the northern central California coast, and it's riding the currents down and collecting life along the way. And when I say life, I mean bait. Bait fish out in the open want to hide under something. And a lot of times it's little rockfish, sometimes it's flying fish, sometimes it's mackerel and sardine, but it will accumulate bait. And now you've got structure and you've got bait. That's everything a yellowtail wants out of life. Feels like we're kind of in an area with them, We'll just sort of work this area, pick away until we find the right one.
Sometimes it's every kelp has fish, and like we saw this week, it was we hit maybe half a dozen kelps before we found one that had fish. And there's really no rhyme or reason for it. It's just a numbers game.
Bit? You were bit, dude.
Bit.
That's a fish, right?
On there.
A lot of times it's hard to tell. Oh,
That
no, I didn't
small?
bring the net. Yeah, I'm like, dude, you're bit.
Yeah, I felt it 3 times.
Brandon? Nice.
It did not run at all.
Probably just swimming around the boat looking for his next one, you know? Yellowtails. Oh man, little rat.
Little guy.
Yes. Well, Rush, here in California, we only grow giants. The California yellowtail, only smaller.
Well, it's a start.
Hey, some of these kelps have got small ones, and some of these kelps have got bigger ones. Looks like Brand's got a little bit nicer one there.
That looks like a little better grade.
Sometimes
It's
they're
actually
this
pulling some
big.
drag.
Yeah, we've had really nice kelp patty fish this year so far, this guy being the exception. It's okay. There we go. Getting better. Open
Not a
snap.
bad fish, huh?
No, you can eat a fish like this. He's a decent size. Sometimes you'll pull up to these, and a lot of times it'll be a couple of fish on it, but dude, you'll get legit, 25, 35-pound fish out here. A lot of times in the first wave of them, you'll get some really big ones, and then the little guys will kind of fill in. And these guys will run all the way up to Catalina, Clemente, the islands, up the coast. I mean, this is just the front end of their migration. But yeah, I don't think we need any sushi fish. Want to let this guy go?
Let him go.
All right. Later, dude.
Local knowledge is brought to you by Mercury, Go Boldly, Penn, Let the Battle Begin, Yeti, Built for the Wild, Seakeeper, once you feel it, you'll never boat without it, Bubba, the ultimate lifestyle, Seagar, the inventor and perfecter of fluorocarbon fishing lines, Nomad Design, crafted by experience, and by bdoutdoors.com.
There you go, Rutchie. He's gonna get the 25 on that. That looks like a tuna, dude. A lot of guys will just point their boat out west, hope to find a kelp. Oh, sweet, made my day.
It's fighting like a yellowtail, though.
Is it?
Head jerk.
That first run, then they'll trick you, but that first
Now,
run
will he get me in that kelp?
did look like a tuna. Oh, he'd love to do that if it is a yellowtail.
He's going for it.
That's just not how I work. That's not how I want to work. I want to be as efficient as possible and as successful as possible. In the case of this trip, a lot of guys would have canceled. Like, it's windy. Don't mistake it. It is windy as hell, and we're having some really bad weather.
I feel
Put your
it
rod
rubbing.
tip way down deep in the water and fight them like that. They'll swim out from underneath it, as deep as you can get it into the water. Be a little smarter than the average bear. Look at the wind charts. Oh, wow, it's only windy outside of 30 miles. Okay, well, we can kind of stay inside of that 30-mile line. Okay, check. Now we got a place to fish offshore where some guys aren't gonna. Man, that first run, I would have bet it was a tuna.
There he is, right
There he
there.
is. Better one. And then the next thing is I'm pulling up my temperature map. I'm using my fish dope or sapfish, and I'm gonna find where those current edges are. Okay, sweet. And it's just like when we fish tuna offshore. I'm always picking off pieces. Gosh, that water's clean, isn't it?
Pretty.
Cold, but clean. Let's see if we can grab this dude. It's a little
There
bit
you go,
big
Brandon. You got a good one there, huh?
Yeah,
a little bit
came
big.
back for it.
for grabbing size.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's not a bad one at all,
That
dude.
reminds me of the first time we came out here. They were about that size.
You're right. You're right. 10, 12, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's fun enough. You just scale the gear down a little bit.
Oh, a lot of fun on this thing. Look
Very,
at this.
very willing to bite.
Eventually, as you're bouncing from patty to patty, jumping around, I've been out here where I've picked Dorado and Yellowtail, 1 or 2 fish off of a patty here, a patty there.
What happened?
Broke me off in the kelp.
Oh boy.
Oh man, you don't know the trick? You gotta put your rod
boy.
tip down in the water.
Captain Rush gotta show these kids.
You
How to
California
catch 'em.
boys.
And then I've been out here where we've bounced to 5 different patties and there's been nothing, but that 6th patty, it's the one.
It amazes me that we can go out in this 100-mile by 100-mile box and catch fish consistently, but it all starts with one chunk. Oh, you bit? Nice.
On the wind up right there.
Let's go ahead and let this guy go. Later, dude.
And what amazes me is how hard they actually pull for their size.
They do. They're
pull
strong,
hard.
man. You know when they pull, we get those ones down deep in Mexico. I mean, it's like a grouper. It's all you can do to wrestle them out of the rocks.
He still looks a little feisty there, Brandon. I'm gonna let him slow down a little bit before I get down there, all right?
Yeah, Bloody Decks was kind of just, I wouldn't say how, it's sort of how it all started for me, is just getting on the forum and just interacting with other guys that have likewise interests, fishing, boats, stuff like that.
All right, give me a little bit more line there, Brandon.
There it is.
Go. A little smaller than mine, but that's to be expected.
Hey, yeah. Mixed bag on the kelp there. Good. Fishing for me and being on the water, it's more than just fishing. It's more than catching a fish, having a rod in your hand.
I'm gonna let this guy go.
It's the experience and the adventure and stuff like that that's really drawn me to pursue a career and a life on the water.
Hey, Rutchie, the kid's bit behind you there. What happened, buddy?
You know, I move a little slower, a little older.
These days?
Oh yeah, we're marking them pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's a jag of them right there. There we go. We don't grab a lot of yellowtail out here. Takes a little bit of wrangling.
Sure.
Nice work, dude. This kelp's pretty loaded, huh?
Yeah, a lot of fish.
You know, on the West Coast, our fishery really revolves around the sport boat fleet. Bit? Nice. Tuna fish or? Sounds like tuna fish. So when you see a kid coming up in this business, you know, and really wants to have a career in fishing, it usually starts there. That's the funny thing about these yellowtail. How many times you go, I got a better fish. It's exactly the same size. He just came to fight. Brandon is part of this new generation of guys that didn't come up through the party boat system, if you want to call it that. You know, he learned to fish on a private boat. He grew up on a private boat.
I'll take it. There's another one.
Let me bring this around you, buddy. I'll get this out of your way.
His dad always encouraged him. I think he had a little whaler to start with, and then he had a little yellowfin, and he just learned every step of the way, and he's become a hell of a fisherman.
Another nice
That's
fish.
a nice one. That's
Nice work,
the biggest
boys.
one of the day so
I
far.
think so. Hey.
That's not a bad deal when they're getting bigger.
No, not at all. Not a bad kelp. A lot of fish, good size.
Well, we're marking them too as we're going by, so you can tell it's
Yeah.
holding good fish.
Yeah.
Oh, look, even the captain got in on a good one there.
It was an accident, I swear.
I think this is the best one though of the day right here.
That's a real one there.
Well, you were here for a second.
Hey, his was in the rod holder, so I don't know if it
Yeah,
counts.
that's how good I am, dude. I didn't have to hold the rod. They just find me.
Now, you think these guys are moving in as we're fishing, or you think this is just a school underneath the kelp?
This school is definitely living on the
Living on
kelp
the
for
kelp.
right now, in this piece of water that we're fishing, but
You're never gonna get more experience than going out there and doing it yourself. Catching your own bait, finding the fish yourself, learning the waters yourself, and that's what's gonna make some of the fishiest captains around.
All right, buddy, what do you say we let these guys go?
I think that's a good idea.
Ali always says, you know, we have the fish, he has the weather over here. Well, on this in particular trip, that wasn't the case.
All right, Rush, so we're kind of going to do your program here. We're going to go catch some sharks, right? But as you know, we need chum. See these? This is 6 bloody decks and local knowledge hats. We're going to go exchange this for a giant trash can full of dead tuna carcasses. The two things we can't control are weather and fishing. And in this case, the weather was trying to control us. It wouldn't let us go do what we wanted to do, kill tuna. So we had to kind of switch it up. We kind of had to put our thinking caps on. I got some chum buckets in there for us to chum with as well, but we want to get that extra insurance, have some fresher bait. I mean, you know the drill.
Oh yeah.
So these are my buddies up here at Sportsman Seafood on Mission Bay. These are guys that cut all the fish for us. All that nice packaged bluefin you guys take home, that all comes out of here. We'll go in there, grab some chum, take a quick look at what they're doing in there. They're probably hacking up long range fish as we speak. One of the things that we've talked about for a long time is if we get some weather or something, let's go try shark fishing.
I'm no stranger to shark fishing. Ali, it's not something he does all the time, so I'm like, well, what are we gonna use for bait? Oh, we're gonna get a couple chum buckets and, you know, some mackerel hook baits. No, bro. Where are all these big tunas get processed? Where are the bodies at? I know they got the bodies there, and that's what we need.
Rush wants tuna bodies. I've got resources here in my hometown. I send a text message off, slid into Sportsman's, tied up to the dock there where I'm usually dropping tuna off. This time I'm picking up dead bodies, throw them in the boat, and away we go.
That is deliciousness.
All right, guys, let's get a little bit of chum going in the water. I'm gonna throw a bucket in here in the live well, and the overflow will kind of keep that stuff going out nice and trickly. Rush, you wanna take a couple of those bodies?
How come every time I come out here, you got me chopping sardines for lobster? I gotta crawl in this.
Dude, you're the master. I mean, I'm not a professional fisherman. I'm just a weekend angler.
I don't know, you proved that time and time again.
I know, it's all I can do.
Every time Ollie comes to Key West, you know, I feel a small obligation just to kind of accommodate him, make his life easy, kind of like a mini vacation for him.
You know the best way to become a professional?
No, I don't. Don't
Start
want
from the bottom.
I'm starting to suspect he's starting to mess with me every time I come out here.
Good times playing with dead stuff. You know, Rush is a really good dude, and Rush always wants to help out.
I'm gonna burn these clothes after today and this boat.
How many more you want to do? Because that's really disgusting. So I got him down in the box, poking eyeballs out of tuna heads, stringing fish through crap I don't ever want to touch. And you think he's wearing gloves? Nope. Think you thought to grab maybe the long Bubba pliers where you could actually thread it through with that? Not so much. Rush is a blue collar dude and he likes getting dirty.
Oh, you mother.
Did it get you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I tasted that one.
Oh, no, I'm coming down.
Oh.
Don't try to not touch that brain covered rope. Oh, dude.
Easy. So it doesn't bother me, whatever. If I gotta cut bait, if I gotta grind sardines, if I gotta dig around in this nasty fish hole, I'm probably not gonna do that again. But if I gotta dig around in this nasty fish hole to get this shoot done and get the job done, well then I'm gonna do it.
Oh, that's foul.
All right, we ready for this to go over the side?
Yeah, go ahead and put it on cleat.
We catch a ton of sharks in the Keys. It's the Caribbean, warm water, there's sharks, you know, everywhere. One shark though for us that is kind of special and everybody gets really excited about when somebody catches one or sees one is a Mako shark.
A bobber dip, that wasn't me goofing around, guys. I didn't even hear the Jaws song.
Local knowledge is brought to you by CV Boats. Lead the way. Costa Pro Series. See what's out there. AFTCO. Any fish, any water. JL Audio. How we play. Casa Vieja Lodge. Experience 5-star angling in tropical Guatemala. Taco Marine. Troll the Edge. Sat Fish. The science of being lucky. And by the Saltwater Angler, Key West.
Going back right back for it.
The thing with shark fishing is you gotta be committed. It doesn't always happen fast. Sometimes, boom, you got a big fish right in your slick within 30 minutes. Sometimes it's 3 hours.
That pissed him off, huh?
Did not like you taking it away from him at all. You could make a very good comparison between a Mako shark and a lion. It is a lion of the sea, right? He is a very fast, very efficient predator. He's not running around hauling ass. He's out there doing badass shark stuff, waiting for somebody to slip up. Uh-oh.
Oh, we got a jumper.
Oh, is this a real little one?
It looked real little.
Real little.
This one might be the one you could handle.
Most sharks, thresher sharks, blue sharks, the two other real candidates we have here, they don't want anything to do with you. They want to get the hell away from you as fast as they can.
A Mako is a very aggressive shark. They move very erratically. You know, they're quick movers. They go bonkers next to the boat.
Okay, now you got him clear. Give me the guy. Give me him. Keep him on the leader. Bring him back, or just friggin' here. Yep.
We had this shark next to the boat, and you know, I wanted to get a closer look at it. So I wanted to bring him in the boat, take a peek.
You gonna bring him in, or just grab him both sides? Or is he too
Are we
hard?
gonna bring him in, or?
You know, everybody's like, well, hey, let's bring that shark in the boat. I'm like, I've got kind of a policy with Mako sharks. The only way they come in the boat is as a Pez dispenser. You should not have a head attached to a Mako shark. Of course, TV and stupidity gets the better of us, and we figure, hey, let's see what we can do here.
Bringing them in.
Go.
All right, here we go. Welcome to the party. All right, jump on his back.
Jump on his back. Grab him by the neck.
I could understand Ollie not wanting to bring the shark in the boat. I mean, it's a beautiful, brand new boat. There's a lot of nice cushions. He's got sea deck all over the boat. I mean,
Oh, watch that sea deck, dudes. Just jump on him.
watch
Get him behind the neck. There you go.
I wanted to get a better look at it. I mean, the shark looked very photogenic. He wanted to be on camera, and you just couldn't get a good shot of him from down in the water.
It's coming out right here. You gonna be able to get it at that angle? I don't know.
Yep, easy. Suddenly we went from shark fishing and the boredom of shark fishing, probably not being too excited about it, to laughing like a bunch of schoolgirls
Don't loosen your grip. That's when you get it.
who've got a, I don't know, 30-pound set of teeth with fins attached to it, chomping at them, acting like idiots.
All right, you guys ready?
Later, dude.
Oh, he
Whoa, like a missile. Dude, he got out of here.
We had a great day with Brandon. You know, I enjoyed his company, talking to him about his different styles of fishing over here on the West Coast.
He's right here, dude. He's eating chunks right out of Rush's hand almost. Good to see these guys, man. They've been gone for so long. There's a million types of fishing. There's a million ways to fish. Everybody likes to specialize.
Something to do on a windy day, you know what I mean? I know it doesn't look windy in here, but offshore you can feel the swell coming in.
Oh yeah, there's a good reason why we're not tuna fishing right now. But you know what? The mark of a really good fisherman or a really good captain is ability to play the hand dealt. When the 80-footers cancel, the party boats,
Yeah,
you know it's windy.
You're saying they all canceled, huh?
Yeah, no, dude, this is... And you just gotta pick those pieces up, kind of figure out what's on tap, and go out and try and succeed. And that's exactly what we did here.